you know, and how do we maybe discontinue the pattern of bringing that pain up over and over, which I was a master at.
Mm-hmm. And that reminds me of a saying. It goes in creators' hands. Our dark past can become our greatest asset. And, you know, I think about that often, and I think about, you know, if somebody were to ever come to me and say, I could take away all your pain, I could take away all your bad memories, I could take away all the bad things that happened to you, I would say no thanks. You know, I need that stuff. I need those memories. In fact, just this morning, Donna and I were sitting here talking about, I don't know, was it last night? In any case, we were talking, and she was talking about the time, the first time that she got off the street and she got on assistance. So she was on social assistance, and she was pregnant, and she had found some stability in her life, and she had a little apartment, and she was doing the work to move through the things that she's been through. And she reflected on the time that she got her first check, and instead of going and blowing it on drugs, she went to this fancy little hole in the wall coffee shop right by her house, and she bought herself a nice cup of coffee. Where that same coffee shop, she used to sit outside at her worst and steal the Wi-Fi, you know, and not even be able to afford a cup of coffee. So it's those things. It's that cup of coffee means more when you've got the pain to remember what it was like not being able to have that. When you can feel that at the most fundamental level, that's not something that you can teach. You know, you see parents, and maybe not so much anymore, but it happens, walking down the street, and they see an unhoused person sitting on the sidewalk, and they say to their kids, you stay in school or you're going to end up like that guy, you know? Well, that guy has an education that, you know, you probably don't. Yeah. So that guy has the power to save lives.
Yeah. And probably wouldn't be strong enough to embrace that education. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know you've known them. I've known people that have been on the streets for 20 years and turned their life into something magical.
Mm-hmm. And it's that lived experience that made the growth possible. Yeah. And I'm not saying that y'all should go out and start smoking drugs and shit. Like, that's not.
Let's not do that.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that these dark experiences can be turned into a great asset, and that can lead you on a trajectory that you didn't see coming. I didn't see this coming, man. I didn't see anything coming. When I was in my active addiction, I would look forward in my future, and I would try to imagine what my life was going to look like, and all I saw was black. I didn't see anything.
This is the Knockin Doorz Down podcast, featuring celebrities, experts, and everyday people who have overcome adversities, including addiction, mental health, and trauma, to live purposeful lives. And that's what Knockin Doorz Down is all about.